Hey guys, it's Rick from Tryharder Gaming, and I'm here to show you a split level house that I built. And it's all basically because of the fact that almost every single server I've been on with MadCat6655, I have lived with him at some point. And I always try to have my own space. Typically we build myself a room somewhere, and that's the way it started as the first server we ever played on together. The first time I ever played Minecraft, he built a room for me, and it just wasn't enough. I wanted some of my own space to explore and expand my own stuff. So, based on that whole idea, I decided to build a house where you could have your own space if you share with someone else. So I figured basically I would, stick with something simple. And what I did is I cleared out an area that was 29 wide along this way and 20 long that way. And if you're wondering why there's stone brick all over the place, it's because I did go ahead and put in a basement. And I was going to go ahead and record putting in the basement because I dug it out 8 deep off camera and stuff. And I figured, no, this is really simple stuff that anyone can do, and there's no sense in me complicating it by having you just watch me make a farm. That'd be dumb. So nobody just wants to watch me build things they already know how to build. They would rather see things that are new and exciting. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to just give you a brief tour of what I put together here just a few minutes ago. And of course a wheat farm, melon farm, enchanting area, some chests, anvils, craft tables, a chest in the middle for supplies for those, furnaces to cook everything, a brewing area, nether wart, the essentials. And what I decided is that every time that Mad Cat and I ever lived together, we shared everything in terms of materials and resources. And the other thing that would be over here is, and I'm in creative mode right now in a flat world, like a drop-down access to the mine. And so what would happen is there would be like a place that we could come and we could fill all that. And we built it up over time as we lived together, but this is just an example of a basement that I would use, that I would share. And so, without any further ado, without any more stalling or anything, I'm going to get right to it, to the building of the actual house, which is, kind of what I feel people would want to see. It's not more basic construction stuff. And I'm going to do it in chiseled quartz block because I really like the look of that in this texture pack, which is, by the way, I'm using 1.6 Flows HD, and I'll try to link that in the description. But I'm going to go ahead and begin here. What I'm doing is just building where the door goes. So let's put up the door. And same thing as last time, I'm using a very, very basic graph paper sketch that I'm starting with. And I'm kind of just following that for the most part. It's nothing, it does, things don't always line up on graph paper, but they do end up nicer in my opinion. And I already screwed it up, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm good at that. Alright. And it should be... Oh, that would be Y. Okay. There's not supposed to be 3 here. There's supposed to be 2 here. But... yeah, so I'm going to be using the chiseled quartz block just because I feel that it looks nice. At least in this texture pack, I really like it. And I'm going to get rid of that rain because it's really annoying. But... alright. I can't place. Okay. So, what I did here is a 323 design for windows for later. And we'll come over to the side and we'll place another 3, block, 2, block, 3, along this side. Yep, and that's it. And if you're wondering why there's going to be space here, don't worry, I'm going to fill it in later. So, but let's see. Next, we turn the corner and do another 3, block, 3. And we'll hit this and come this way with it, and another 2, 2, 2, and 1. And that's the first side. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mirror it real quick on this side for the heck of it. I'm trying to make sure everything lines up. Oh, and I'm already screwing it up, see? Alright, so raise this up. 3, 2, 3. Fill in with quartz. And I'll worry about raising this later. I'll worry about raising it here once we got the basic first level floor plan laid out. And let's see. Another 3, 2, 3 design. I am a huge fan of symmetry, so when I was making this, I decided that no matter what I did, it had to come out even in the end. So that was one of my little things that I had to do, is come up with a way to fit windows so they look symmetrical in here. Alright, another one. And heading out, we need 2, 1, or no, 2, 2, and 2. There we go. And coming across the top, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boop. There we go. And you can kind of already see that this here is going to be a division line. And the reason for that I will explain here in a bit. And I thought about, having a window between them, but everybody likes privacy, right? So it's going to be good though. We'll see. So I'm going to use chiseled brick here again, just to build up the rest of this entryway. I like the look of chiseled brick. It's kind of nice. And let's go back to, let's put spruce wood here on the sides. Some of this is going to be kind of played by ear, so I hope it's not too disappointing. But let's fill in this little shape here so it's all 4 high. Let's stick with chiseled brick here. I like that idea, because this is just going to be an entryway here. So we'll raise up our chiseled brick there. Well, I guess if it's an entryway, this doesn't matter what this is, huh? Because I will redo the floors in spruce here, so. Which, in this texture pack, I like the colors, the way they kind of float and fit together, so. Alright. And 2, 3, 4. There we go. Make sure it all fits. Okay. Oop. And put another door up. And the chiseled block. There we go. So there we have it. That's, I'm going to put glowstone here. And we'll see why in a bit. But this is the entrance to the house. So, and once we're inside, let's get started on these sides. So there's no rocket science to this part. I'm just going to fill this all in. And it'll give me a second to talk about upcoming projects. So basically, MadCat6655TV and I have officially started our project on the castle. There is the first video up. If you haven't seen it, I urge you to check it out. It's only on my channel exclusively this time, because the video that MadCat made got corrupted when some files of his screwed up, and I don't know, Windows Movie Maker or whatever was giving him problems. I'm not sure of all the details, but basically his video didn't work out. Mine did. So I've got video. It's kind of funny. He didn't even know that I started recording initially when it came down to it. And so go watch it. We have a good dialogue. Not a lot gets done on the castle, but we have a good dialogue and a good intro for you guys to see what's going, as well as a naming contest right now for that project. That if you can name our project for us and come up with a good name for what the castle should be called, etc., and the surrounding village as well, then comment on my video, and we're going to read through the comments. And if you are over the age of 18, we can get you whitelisted on the server. You can come play with MadCat and I. So, which I think is a really cool idea. It was brought up by MadCat that we should do that, and I really liked it, so we're going with it. We're going to get you whitelisted if you can come up with a good name. Beyond that, I tried to do more games. I wanted to expand my horizons and get different games going. So I started Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. The problem is that I have a friend's capture card that I borrowed, and it didn't work. Something went wrong. I'm not entirely sure what. And for some reason, I could not maintain the recording. It poofed. So, unfortunately, I will not be able to record Kingdom Hearts Final Mix like I originally had wanted so badly to do. And I'm going to try to find other games that I can play. And if you guys have some suggestions, I urge you to comment and let me know what you think I should play. I do have a capture card. It just doesn't work well with PS3. And then beyond that, of course, I can do ROMs and stuff. And I'm just trying to come up with some fun ideas, because MadCat just announced some games that we both have, and I don't want to just kind of clone him. I don't want to end up doing the same games around the same time. That looks bad. So I want to come up with some good games that I can play that everyone would like to watch, either on emulators or on Wii, or I can try PS3 again. I can't guarantee it'll work very nicely, because I have never played Mass Effect either. I know it's kind of sad. A lot of people scrutinize me for not never having played it before. So I picked up the trilogy recently, and I have yet to touch it. And I was thinking of doing, based on MitsuhideTheVagrant's suggestion, who happens to be my roommate. He suggested that I do a blind Let's Play of that. Well, if the capture card's not going to work right, that's not going to float so well. So, anywho, if you can't see, what I've been doing here is just raising everything up 4 high from the existing outline. And now I'm just kind of filling it in. But nothing too counted, nothing too scientific here. Just up 4, fit it all together. And like I said, this part here, don't worry about this part yet. We'll get there. I promise. But so yeah, if you have any suggestions for games, I have a Steam account, and obviously I have Fraps now, so which is much better. I feel sorry for anyone that watched the first video because I got a lot of suggestions on that video on intonation and different programs that I could use and things of such. So it was kind of bland for a first video even, and so I'm trying to find ways, different ways, I'm still experimenting because I'm still new, of making this more exciting, you know, something that people will actually want to watch, so that, you know, it's not just bland watching me build. So I guess I still have to find my niche largely as to what type of personality I'm going to bring to YouTube that sets me apart. And so I'm working on it, and I hope you guys can see that. But I think what really sets me apart right now is my build designs. I am a much larger builder, or larger scale builder, than Mad Cat is, and we work together a lot. And it really has inspired me in different ways to do different build designs than he does. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying. But I figured I'd fill in the glass while I'm just kind of babbling here. And it gives you guys, you know, something to kind of watch, and you guys can listen to what I have planned. We have been clear cutting for the project. It is a lot of land. The dimensions for the castle are 186 by 291. So in survival mode, with mountains and, you know, huge valleys and lava pits in the ground and various caverns all around, it's been very difficult to clear cut. Otherwise we would have a lot more content up already. If we had world edit or something in creative mode, then yeah, I'm sure it'd go a lot quicker. We'd already be started well into the recording, if not finished. But that's the trick with this particular Let's Build, is that we are doing it in survival on hard mode. You know, little baby zombies attacking us out of nowhere, creepers blowing everything up. It's not easy, and we never expected it to be easy. We kind of like the challenge. We relish in it. But it's definitely going to take time. So I hope we don't get too much scrutiny for how long we're taking to get to the next part. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is I am going to stick with chiseled block here, the chiseled quartz block. And I'm going to come up, let's see, from the entrance. Looks like got one there. And then we're going to come out again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I know it's not too exciting to see a wall when you first come in, but there is method to my madness. So, and then over here, I'm going to actually be putting up a wall altogether. And let's do it in chiseled brick. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants in terms of materials right now, so why not? Let's stick with this area being in chiseled brick. And I'm going to come up. That's a good place. Let's go right there. Should be 4, right? No, it's not. Darn it. I didn't read it. So we don't want to do it here. I want to do white wall. I was right. Okay. My bad. Sorry about that. I want to do a white wall right there. And the reason being is that there are going to be stairs going in right here. So alright, that'll work. And another, I'll just copy it over here. And the same thing. Oop. Having a heck of a time with item placement today. But we'll get it taken care of. No big deal. I shouldn't have placed that so close. It looked better on graph paper, and that's why I'm actually kind of changing things right now. And I feel that's okay. I'd rather make the mistakes now and realize them now than get deeper and deeper into the project and realize it's not working. So, but, alright. I'm going to leave that apart. I'm going to come out a little bit more here. And yeah, I realized here that the build that I had originally went with is not actually working right. So I'm going to alter it a little bit and make it work. Like I said, it looked good on graph paper, but apparently it's not going to work for the actual build. So that's alright. We'll get it taken care of. Alright. So what I've done here is I've kind of closeted the shared space we're going to have. And I'm going to keep this area divided as well. Oh, what the heck. I'm really liking the way that chiseled brick looks. So, but I'm going to try to divide the upstairs. So I'm going to pop up a wall here. And make sure that we can't really cross. So we do have our own spaces. But in fact, what I might do is I guess I can still separate this somehow. You know, kind of give us a little bit of privacy. I don't think that's too bad. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments below. That's what they're for. But, alright. And pop in a door there. So that changes this a little bit. That's okay. Next I was going to do a kitchen. So let's look for iron doors, iron blocks, and let's get this started here. So I guess since I'm changing things, I may as well keep changing them. Stick with the pattern here. And mirror it over everywhere I can. So, let's see, crafting table, you know, if I could type, and furnace. So, what have you guys been building lately? I'm curious to know. I want to see what kind of things you guys like to build. And that's not going to work. I didn't want to go that way. Brick, stone, brick. Not the monster egg. I've done that before. That was a mistake. And that's right. That's why it's not fitting here. I did a different type of table this time. Fence. Which I'm sure you guys are familiar with this one. Pressure plate. Fence. This is the one you see in villager houses. Oop, there we go. Oop. Ooh, you know what? That would look good. Contrasting it with some oak. Stairs. Especially considering everything else is in oak. The pressure plate and the fence. So, there. And a little, you know, breakfast nook again. A little kitchen space. And unfortunately, it kind of kills what I was going to do with this space, but that's okay. You know, we still have our stairs and our shared space, so we'll see what happens. Let's just keep going. But, alright. So what this was here was another TV. Oop. Okay. And trapdoor. And what I had originally done here was just behind this was in this area here was another trash disposal like Mad Cat uses, because I really like that idea. And it was flowing towards the door, but it's kind of negligible right now. So let's find a good painting to use here for a TV. Something that'll pop up. That'll work. I don't care. Spending too much time on it. And oak stairs again. Oop. Wrong ones. And there's that. With another one of these. That's kind of a footrest coffee table thing. So there we go. Looks a little bit more cozy in here. I think it looks alright. So let's go ahead and start filling this in with stone, or with spruce wood again. And getting that moving. Let's close that off with just to give me a little bit more divider when I'm working up top and looking down to know where I'm at. Because like I said, the floor plan just kind of changed a little bit, so That's alright. That's kind of why we build things afterward, is so we can change the idea. So I'm okay with the change. It'll be fine. So we still have that area to play with. I'm not too concerned. And we'll fill all this in. Now I gotta find something to do with this room. Oh, I know what I can do. Previously I had built a wall that divided up the upper floors here. And it was because there wasn't really enough space to do what I had originally wanted, which is a full bedroom. And now I think there's plenty of space with this design. So, and chiseled brick. We'll stick with this design for this splitting wall here. I think it looks pretty nifty. That should be 3 and 4 high. So there's our privacy wall. Let's say I am going to share this with Mad Cat, then now he can't see what's going on. So, and so it is a little bit homey. We'll share 2 windows with him. He can have 2 windows here to peek in. But we'll turn the other area into the bedroom, and we'll turn this into kind of a sitting room. So, and I'm going to raise up these pillars some more, all 4 high, so that I can go along and fill in window spaces. These will be too wide. That looks good. Oop. I'm having a heck of a time with block placement today. I think I'm going too fast on my mouse or something. Not paying attention enough. I am still relatively new to this texture pack, so that might be it. Maybe I'm just not used to looking at it, or not used to looking at the blinding white of quartz block. Who knows? I could make 1,000 excuses if I wanted to. There's no point in it, though. And fill in this side, which I haven't done anything with this side yet. It's going to look the same as the other side, so okay. So let's see. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Oh no. That's what happens when you're not paying attention, right? I guess I should count it from over here to make sure I'm doing this right. And this is the tough part about flying by the seat of your pants, is when you change stuff, okay, just to the inside it's 4. When you have to change stuff, it makes it a little tougher. And there we go. And I know it was 2 away from the wall. I do know that part for sure. But the point is, it looks nice. Something that's, like Corrales says, not a dirt house. You know? Don't live in a dirt house. I did. It was no fun. In fact, when Jeremy and I switched servers, we went to a second one, and he was always the builder. I was not. I had had no practice or anything in building. I was just kind of learning the game, learning all my resources, things of such. And so when I first got onto the next server that we played on, and he had not been there yet, I decided to try my hand at my own buildings. And I couldn't make them. Nowhere near as well as he could. So I kind of gave up and built this giant dirt house, which I got hell for later on. Why did you build a giant dirt house? It looks ugly. Well, sorry. Didn't know what I was doing. But it was on that server that I got a lot of practice in building different things. And it was around that time he found Corrales, and we started watching all these different videos on, how to build a modern-looking house, and how to utilize spaces a little bit better. And I was happy with the end result. So, you know what? I wasn't going to do anything with that space, but now I'm thinking turn it into a corner window. Yeah, let's do that. Initially I was going to build right over it, but the space is there, and may as well just keep going with something so it looks more filled in. But oh, that's why it doesn't look right. Okay. And you know what? In reality, the only window that I need, now that I'm looking at this the right way, truly is that one. That's the only one that matters. Kind of a glass column. And then I keep doing that. I keep filling it all the way to the top, and I need to put chiseled quartz block up. So that way I can fill out the design I came up with for the roof line. So, which it's a little bit different than last time. It's not a lot different, but it's a little different. And the side design is pretty close to the same as well, but I'm still experimenting with different things. Oops, I went way too far. I'm still experimenting with different designs for along the side of the house, and I have another project I'm working on right now that's gonna kind of break me out of that sameness shell. It's kind of more abstract of a house. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do like a Japanese style pagoda, something that I think looks pretty neat. So, and you know what? While I'm here just messing around, I'm going to go ahead and cover up that brick with some glowstone, and it'll add some light to the outside, that front porch area. And let's see. Let's go back to chiseled stone, or chiseled quartz. Ugh. But yeah, I'm sorry about not pushing out more content. I had huge plans this weekend to push out different content and do Kingdom Hearts and everything else, and it kind of all went south, unfortunately. And I wanted to push out another house, and I got overwhelmed. As a college student, I got overwhelmed with my homework, which that comes first, unfortunately, before YouTube. So, but I'll get back on it. I'm going to get back cracking. I did go and do some more work out on the castle collaboration. So I did a bunch of clear cutting, and then I did a bunch of, to ease the clear cutting, I got some enchantments so that I can break things more efficiently and smoothly without having to make 1,000 stone pickaxes and spend a day and a half cutting through a quarter of a mountain that I could now get through in a single day. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun project. What I'm most excited about is the dialogue, how Jermaine and Mad Cat and I all interact is really fun, and even yesterday when I was on with them, we were messing around to the point where after we got done clear cutting a good section, we just were randomly like, yeah, it's time to go uh, play hide and seek. And so even though we have a Dynmap program, we weren't using it, so we could play hide and seek for a little while and let some of that stress from building off. And I closed that in because for some reason I just realized that because the plan changed, I lost my door to what's here, which is a balcony. And I wanted a balcony. I like balconies a lot. So we're going to build a balcony here. And this will be my access point, which I think looks nice. It's not too crowded. But anywho, so I'm filling in, as you can tell, all these different windows that I've made so we can get plenty of natural light in here. And won't have to worry about creepers coming to blow up the house. Because I imagine all of you at some point are building this in survival, or maybe you're building it on a server on Xbox or coming soon PS3. Uh, so I want anyone to be able to pick it up and build it if they can. So alright, and I've decided to change this so that it all kind of blends in as second floor rather than having that big white line, which is, you know, where I was going to put that bedroom. But I'm going to do something else here that I like to do. Oh, I forgot windows here. I guess I can fill that out real quick. Window, window. And overzealous clicking. There we go. And another one here, just for the hell of it. And now someone can see in. But pane. I used it last time, and I can't type. I'm having a horribly inaccurate day. Wow. Now I can't see what I'm clicking because yeah. Wow, what a flub. P-A-N-E. There we go. Okay, taking it, putting it there. Okay. I really like it as a guard for like stairs and stuff, and I'm going to use it out here on the balcony area as well. And sorry about that, guys. I wasn't anticipating how long the video was going to be. Over an hour, so I decided to cut it in half. Take care.